Well, good morning. At least welcome to my morning. Uh, Thank you for joining my channel, Mary Born ND and Gardening with Granny. And we're going to have a mid-May tour because the gardens are looking wonderful. We're going to start here with the green stalks. So let me turn my camera around. We've been having some lovely rain, and this green stalk is looking amazing. We have spinach, pak choi. I have a midget tomato in here, some wonderful lettuce, and strawberries coming. So exciting. That's not really arugula. I just wanted to use the sign that my son made for me. This is a mandarin mint, I believe. And it's mandarin something, and I think it's in the mint family, so I just put it in the pocket by itself. We harvested some pak choi for dinner last night, so some of the leaves have been taken off. Same thing with spinach. I'm hoping it doesn't bolt. We're supposed to have 80-degree weather soon, so not looking forward to that ruining some of these spring flowers and oh, already you can see here some spinach bolting. Just get rid of that bloom, see if I can extend it. Again, there's the sign that my son made, a bunch of them for Mother's Day. They're just adorable. Over here I have a flat of marigolds that I will be making up for table decorations for my granddaughter's wedding shower, which will be June 1st. Another tray of onions and lettuce and pepper that I have to get out into the garden. My dahlias doing great. I have some of those out in the garden. Excuse me. I'm not seeing much action, maybe a little bit. Don't know if that's a weed or actually a ranunculus coming up. The sweet peas, that's actually part of a pansy, not sweet pea. But this sweet pea is coming back. It didn't look really good. This pot is protected so it doesn't get rained on. So we forget. We have to water this plant. And then we started putting plants in this tolerant green stalk. I have oregano, some strawberries, and these are coming too. This purple basil, spinach, parsley. And I put a row of peas in here. It's really funny because this one is so much more advanced than that one. Some thyme. So this is, it's coming along. I have some basil here. And I have two more rows to fill. And then I have this complete green stalk here to plant. So it's exciting. I love springtime and seeing all the beautiful plants, but let's go into the front gardens and see what's coming up there. So as I exit my front door, this is my fern garden, and there's two different kinds of heuchera and some brunnera. The brunnera is just finishing up blooming. I love the little forget-me-not-like blooms that it has, but I noticed also it is spreading, which is absolutely fine with me. And this is really looking lush. This too is a protected area. It doesn't get even rain. The gutter's kind of protected from getting rain, so I have to make sure I water it. A little pot of pansies there. And we've got this planter with ranunculus that I put in and some viola. The ranunculus are looking good. Looking forward to seeing some blooms there. Have a astilbe coming back. I love that astilbe, yeah, beautiful. Also, there are weeds, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that deals with that situation. Have some peonies. Don't see any blooms on this one. It did have blooms last year. Not sure. Maybe I won't have blooms on that this year. Don't expect blooms on this one. It's too young yet, as is this one. I've got some stained glass coleus that I'll be planting in this area. I had that last year and it was about 2.5 feet tall, just filled in this area and absolutely looked gorgeous. So stay tuned for coming videos of that. There's another peony, and this one is budding up, but the spectacular is this Shirley Temple. Absolutely gorgeous. All dewy and gorgeous. Just so full, so beautiful. Oh, and the smell. Oh, yep, kind of wish we had smell-o-vision. Well, the mums are coming back, and the hydrangeas are looking good. They're still too young, I think, to have any blooms, but I'm just very happy to see that they've come back, and going to fill up this area. Try as I might to get rid of the grass, it's very tenacious. And then this pot is in the making. I think I'm going to put, I have to put it on bricks, and then we'll put a dahlia in it. Maybe the one you just saw coming in. Spectacular as usual is this gorgeous blend of red and green lacy maples. Just the star of the show. It's so beautiful. This bed is, the hostas have really filled in, looking glorious. And in the middle, the deep purple, rocking deep purple salvia. And then the dying of the spring bulbs. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to fill in on this area. But the purple iris is coming in. You'll see such a dark purple. It's almost black. So very, very pretty. And along the way here is my herb garden, which we've harvested. These are garlic chives along this edge here, along with the myrtle. Still haven't planted this. Hopefully it survives so I can get it in the ground. Got 2 of the citronellas, and they will go in the back. And this is the, like, oh, I forgot what they call that. Regium. Yeah. The chives are getting to bloom, and the garlic, elephant garlic, is glorious, getting tall. In the back I have some dahlia plants and some very, very tenacious comfrey. Cannot seem to stop the comfrey. I do want this plant and I do want that plant, but all the rest, I'll tell you, no matter what I put down, finds its way. This, of course, is horseradish. It's coming in bloom, looking gorgeous. Lovely blooms. Rosemary. I just put in this bupleurum on last night, and I'm hoping it survives. I put it in a pot because I wasn't sure if that's the exact place I want to put it, but it needed to get out of its little pot. So this is a work in progress. Lemon balm intermixed with a bunch of other weeds and that, yarrow. And then of course the mint. Once you have mint, you always have mint. But that's what we're doing. We're laying down cardboard and putting compost on top of it. These are my daisies. I've already chopped away, given bunches of this plant away. Another comfrey trying to emerge through the daisies. I have Artemisia in there, and I'm not sure my sage returned. It had to fight through a bunch of mint this year, and I'm glad I bought another one. This is the butterfly bush, and the cathedral bells that we started from seed. Haven't really done much. They, I think, need it hotter, so we'll see. We've got 80-degree temperatures coming. This bunch of peonies is a deep rose color with a yellow center. They're very gorgeous, and I think I've had them for a good 20 years, maybe 30. So that's this garden. Let's go on to the others. This bed of peonies I've had at least for 30 years, and it's blossoming, getting nice and tall, looking very good. Hidden in there is a lily, and that should bloom later on, and hopefully I got a hollyhock back there that may show its face. Neighbor gave me this mandevilla, which is doing good. Looking very pretty. I want to wrap it around that pole, and it seems to be doing that for me. Those are pink petunias, kind of old-fashioned kind. These are white, and again the variegated willow and the wild rose. Can't get into the wild rose yet, and I don't want to trim this because it looks so lovely, just glorious. And when there's a bit of a breeze, you can just see it waving back and forth. It's just gorgeous. We're onto the veggie garden now. These chives, I guess they are chives. I'm going to take them out because I don't want them taking over this very valuable space for my vegetable garden. I've got celery and a variety of paste tomatoes. Got federal, Amish paste, stuck a lettuce in there. And so this garden is doing really well. I'm very pleased with it. Over here I've got 3 pots of potatoes. I'm not sure where this wood came in, but it doesn't belong there. And another tomato called Sheboygan. Going to plant a bunch more of tomatoes along this way. Hopefully get that done today. In the covered bed, I am getting ready to put some broccoli. Let me uncover it because this is the season. I do have a little, you can see down in here, the broccoli. They were very spindly. I started from seed. And then I have some cabbage, the red cabbage that I'll be putting in there. And that's why the cover, we got to keep the cabbage moths out. The next bed is the onion bed, and they're doing really well. I'm very pleased with them. No sign of the carrots. I think I'm going to give up and put something else there. But the onions are doing really well. I'm very pleased. I put in a dill plant, and it's doing real well. And nothing in this bed because we got tomatoes going in this one. I have to put more dirt, soil in it. Well, we're getting closer to the road, so hopefully you don't hear too much of that, because I am wearing my mic. I also want to put cucumbers on the 2 trellises that are there. We're going to add more trellis to that for fall planting of, not fall, summer planting of. Once the onions are out, we're going to put in some more green and red pepper and probably cucumbers on that. So I'll have a succession of cucumbers. We only like cucumbers for fresh eating. I do some pickling. This is the clematis. It's a deep purple clematis, and you can see the hostas are looking really good. This one is a lighter shade, lavender, and again, the hostas are doing really good. Goji is coming back. Again, this bed is in need of work. I've been concentrating on my entrance garden. So the goji berry is coming back. It is a very tenacious plant. And some elderberries. This is a standard. And we've got this beautiful black lace elderberry that is loaded with berries to come, or blooms, and then it will berry. It is going to be gorgeous when that comes. Absolutely chock full. And then this is another standard elderberry. You actually are supposed to have a variety of elderberries to make sure they're pollinated correctly. And I have already cut back this. It can go 10 feet. I do not want a 10-foot elderberry in this area. And so I keep chopping away at it. You can see I have been doing some weeding, but wow, they are tenacious. Both of my hibiscus are showing signs of popping up through the earth, which I'm very excited. That one is more ahead of the other one. So that looks fun. And we'll go check out the entrance garden. The forsythias are done. And this is the time to trim them because they just finished blooming. So there's the entrance garden that I've been working very hard on. It is a difficult bed to work because of the height of it. May not seem very high in the video, but it is about 3 feet high. So climbing up and down this has been a little tricky. But the petunias are coming along. I cut back a couple of the purple and a lot of the white. So they'll be coming through and looking very pretty. I fertilized it yesterday, so it's happy. I have planted yellow marigolds and the burgundy leaf begonias with the white blooms. And so this, I'm thinking this is going to look very nice when it gets all done. It's getting there. The Shasta daisies will line the back of it. But you can see that Canada thistle is so prevalent. It's very difficult to get rid of, and I keep working at it. And if you have any tips on getting rid of Canada thistle, I would welcome them. The iris are coming up in here. This is the bird garden. Grass is filling in, looking lovely. It's always such a nice texture in this garden. So they're pretty tight closed. Got echinacea coming in. Oh, I'm not sure. I call these bachelor buttons, but I think they're called something else. If you know what it is, you can put it in the comments below. But lots of pretty iris going to come up here. Got a lily here. Some of these I don't know the name of. Planted them so long ago. And back then I just didn't save the labels. I thought they were pretty, and so if you know what they are, again, I'd like to know. Japanese maple is filling out. I think it's just about at its peak of filling out. The leaves are looking really good. It's very dewy from the rain last night. It is beautiful. Next to this enormous white pine. You see the needles on this is considered a Scotch pine, but you can see the difference between the male and the female. And it is absolutely, I've never seen it so loaded with blossoms. The tulip trees are creating their blossoms. I love the leaf, but these are very enormous trees, and were planted by my neighbor. And their roots will go all the way. When we had our water line replaced last year, they found the roots of these tulip poplars all the way out a good 20 feet. So there's the sun peeking through them. And that's the problem with my veggie garden. It's over as far as I can to try and capture any sunlight that will be left in my garden. And there's kind of an overview of what we've just seen. Got a mound of leaf mulch that I want to put underneath the pine tree to discourage some weeds that were trying to kill it, actually. But it's looking a little healthier this year. It's our apple tree. It had a lot of blooms on it. We get apples from this tree, but I'd say it's a good 60 years old. And when we arrived here 50 years ago, I didn't know how to prune, so this poor tree has been ill-kept. Little friend. Two more gardens to look at. This is the grape arbor with the apple tree. This is a Granny Smith apple tree. Hostas have grown in, looking really lovely. We're going to have lots of wonderful grapes. I think I showed you in another video. They're coming along. This one is a little bit younger. This one here, this vine is extremely old. I want to say a good 70 years old. But you can see the grapes coming. These are Concords, and they make wonderful jelly. I do have to keep trimming it. like all summer long, because the vines will attach themselves up into the apple tree if I let them. Got some anise hyssop that came up from last year. I transplanted some. I also put out oranges for the orioles. We got orioles that have shown up. Along with the anise hyssop, I planted some ranunculus. They seem to be taking and doing well. This is kind of a cooler area, and hopefully these will blossom for me. But the anise hyssop is a perennial, and it'll come back. And I am trying to do more perennials to add to my garden to keep the workload down. This is my ivy patch, and of course the emerald green. I used to think they were the green giants, but as I do some research, I think they're more of the emerald. This hydrangea I bought, and I've since learned that if you buy them like around Easter and that, those are hothouse grown and they don't produce any blooms. So it may be going someday. The daffodils are dying down. I tried the method of bending them over and tying them, but the branches I was trying to tie it with were too weak. I don't know how somebody does that. And I've been working on whatever's eating these hollyhocks. I don't know what it is, but I don't see any bugs. So, but I've been spraying with diatomaceous earth. Got a dahlia coming here, and it looks like it might be producing a bloom. We'll see. Usually I don't get any dahlia blooms until July. It's pretty cool here in Michigan. The ajuga is blossoming, looking pretty. I would like to fill in this area, so I cut down on my weeding. The moonflower is coming along looking gorgeous. So now we've come full circle, and I want to thank you for joining me today on this gorgeous, warm Michigan May 17th day. And I'm hoping that you get out into your garden, get to enjoy the sunshine. If you don't have a garden, then hopefully you find ways to enjoy the day, and I will see you in the next one.